Hi there, Chad here for the AI Content Dojo, and in this video, I'm going to compare Shortly AI with Conversion AI. I'm doing this one now. It's a couple of days before Conversion AI is supposed to be releasing some sort of a new feature. They haven't released what that feature is, but I'm pretty sure that it's a blank canvas kind of writing, maybe extension to Conversion AI that's in some ways trying to maybe compete with Shortly. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens in a couple of days when they release it. It could be something completely unique, and I look forward to testing it out. But in the meantime, I want to see some output differences between Shortly AI as far as Shortly AI and Conversion AI based on maybe article ideas, let's say. So in Shortly, I've done a video on this before about coming up with brainstorming ideas to write about. And I'm going to do the same thing again, but over here in Conversion AI. So the way that this screen is divided, the left is Shortly, if you didn't know, and the right is Conversion AI. And the way Conversion AI works is it's a sort of forms based one where you pick what you want first, and then you fill out a form, and then you get what hopefully you get what you're expecting. And so we're going to go with blog post topic ideas because that's what we're going to try and create here. I'm going to go ahead and delete all these. These are ones I've run in the past, and I don't want them there now. And I'm going to change this. I want to change this to something about Tokyo. Let's just say I've been using dining in Tokyo a lot lately, but I'm just going to go for that. Please give me topic ideas to write about. Keep about dining in Tokyo. Oops. Okay. Now it's really short as far as Conversion AI thinks, because it wants to allow you to put 400 in there, and 400 is probably I'm asking for ideas, and to be fair, their blog post topic ideas thing, it says product description here, so obviously they want me to have, I guess it's topics about my product, so not just topics about what I want, but I mean it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But it is called Conversion AI, so maybe that's them trying to focus more on converting for products and services and such like that. So yeah, I guess I'll give them a little bit of leeway on that. So what give me some topic ideas to write about dining in Tokyo. Go ahead and wish that thing would stop popping up over there. Copy that. I'm going to paste that into Shortly so that they're pretty much exactly the same, except in Shortly I don't have to put anything in here like writers for audience or tone of voice or anything like that. One of the kind of interesting things about Conversion AI is they've got a way for you to provide samples that you want to get from it. Just to be fair, I'm not going to put anything in there because I don't have that ability to do that on Shortly. And Conversion AI should already have an advantage because it has company name and audience and stuff like that. That's really annoying, isn't it? Like, it's a cool feature that it pops up, but it's annoying that it pops up so much. There should be some kind of a delay. Anyway, let's just go with this. Let's say Shortly AI. So the way that there's a new shortcut. If you highlight some text and you hit Command Enter or Control Enter on Windows, it'll wrap that text with instruct and run the command. So let's do that. And while that's doing that, let's run it over here. I'm gonna get 3 outputs. And let's see, what's the difference between sushi versus sashimi? That's actually a pretty good headline. There's probably a million articles on that though. Where to eat Japanese food in Ginza. Okay, Ginza has some amazing restaurants. 10 places to have ramen in Tokyo. All right, they're decent headlines. I feel like that. I still feel like Shortly AI did a little bit better on that one. Now here's something else that's really kind of special about Shortly. Well, let me back that up. First, Shortly AI, if you're not aware, is unlimited generations. It does have a monthly fee or an annual fee if you want to pay annually, and there's a 40% discount if you pay annually. It's a pretty good deal. But you get unlimited generations. You can just try as much as you want, change your words just to change what you're getting, and just consistently get something new. But in Conversion.ai, they charge you credits per word generated. So I'm not really sure how much this was, but probably 20-ish, 25, 30-ish maybe. Different, I wonder if it's by word or by letter. So this might be like maybe about 20-ish or so. But still, the point is if I want more topic ideas than just these three, I can go down here and choose more. Or I can just generate 3 more right now. But the point is that it's burning through credits every time I do that. And I might not use any of these. It's kind of like I don't want to, it's kind of hindering my creativity in a sense because I don't want to run that. The thing that would differentiate that though is if the headlines that were coming, or the topic ideas that were coming out of Conversion.ai were so good that it was worth paying for it, then of course you would do it. But in my opinion, right now it seems to me that Shortly is producing better output here. And then there's another magic trick you can do inside of Shortly. And this is going to be, let's just change this to dining in Tokyo. It's the topic that I'm getting sort of subtopics about, right? And then we'll go into the article brief and please write about dining in Tokyo. Super simple. I wouldn't normally put an article brief that's that simple in there. You should fill it out with as much topic-rich content as you can. But just to prove a point, the context that I got going here now, it knows that I'm writing about dining in Tokyo. The pattern here looks like a list of headlines. So in theory, if I lead it a little bit with a dash like that, Shortly's AI wants to finish your thought, right? When you hit write for me, it wants to finish what you would have written. And so in theory, this should write out more ideas. Let me go down here. I think I said it to a lot before. Let me switch that to the middle and then come back here, click, and just hit write for me and let it write more. And hopefully, yep, and there it goes. It's giving me some more ideas. Excellent. It's giving me a lot more ideas. Now the mystery, I don't know what the heck that means. We can get rid of that. We'll delete that, but we'll hit write for me again. Now I can only imagine how many credits this would have burned me in Conversion.ai. But I think that these headlines look pretty good. There's something I could work with for sure. Roppongi's best ramen, where to eat the best noodles in town. Like, those are headlines you could work with. Get some good topics for you to use. In order for me to do that over here, I'm going to do this one more time. Only because I need to save credits for in a couple days when they come out with their new thing. I imagine it's going to cost credits too. So I need to save my credits so that I can play around with the other tool for you. So I'm going to hit run on this again and let's see what we get. Okay. In my opinion, there's no competition right now with Shortly's headlines being significantly better. Now, I could go in here and I could add all kinds of examples for what I want. But that's a lot of work, isn't it? Compared to what I just did in Shortly, which is really simple. Inside of Conversion.ai, I got to spend so much more time. Like, if I want to get something good out of this, I need to give it a whole bunch of examples. I mean, maybe not a whole bunch, but probably 2 or 3 examples at least. And then I need to go in here and probably add, probably 150, 200 something more characters in there to give it a better description or a more thorough description. And then I can get the content out of it that I want, or that I hopefully want. Because in some ways I'm asking for some serendipity, right? Like, if you're asking for topic ideas, it means that you don't necessarily have a full idea of what you want. And so you're looking for a little bit of a surprise. And I think that Shortly delivers on that one compared to Conversion.ai. Anyway, that's it for this video. Just a little comparison between the two tools. And, I'm not going to pick a winner necessarily for you. For me, I like Shortly's better. You might call me biased or something like that, like a Shortly fanboy or something. Honestly, I'm just going with the tool that I think is easiest and works the fastest and gives a really good output. Even if it does have a monthly fee. Both of these tools have a monthly fee, by the way. It's just that Shortly has no credit limits while Conversion.ai does. And honestly, I think that credit limits is probably the thing that there's a lot of tools out there. and they all use credit limits almost, except for maybe niches and Shortly. I think Copy AI does no longer has that too. I think at the beginning they did, but it's unlimited now. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyways, the tools that do have credit limits, Headline, Conversion AI, Copysmith, things like that, I think they're going to start running into problems with users really not liking that, because that's the thing that really kind of it makes you think for a second before you push that generate button, right? You don't like right now. I'm not filling all this in very thoroughly. I'm essentially burning credits right now. I'm not going to use any of these. I guess in a sense I'm using them because I'm using them in this video. But if you were trying to actually get the content you wanted out of there, you're going to have to do this work. Otherwise, you're going to just burn those credits when you hit that generate button, and it generates something that you don't want to use anyway. So there's no point in doing that. Whereas with something like Shortly, you're free to do whatever you want, and if it produces something that feels not quite there, you can redo it. You can keep experimenting as much as you want. So I think that's important. I think that probably in the future, Conversion AI is probably going to have to find a way of changing as the other tools compete, or it tries to compete with other tools. But maybe not. I could be wrong. They might come out with something just really awesome, and it's worth the money and it's worth the credits. But like I said, I'm not picking a winner for you. I picked my winner. Now you can be the judge for yourself. In fact, let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll read every single one of them, respond if I can. And until next time, take care.